We live. Hold on just a second. This has been on my mind the most. Disney's racism. Disney warns viewers of racism in some classic movies with strengthening label. Disney added a warning on its streaming service to some of its titles with racist depictions, including Dumbo. The Crow's appearance and musical number in the movie pays homage to racist Montreal minstrel shows, Disney said. Many people have long said certain Disney classics like Peter Pan, Dumbo, and the Aristocats contain racist stereotypes and overtones. Disney agrees viewers will now encounter a warning on Disney Plus for streaming those and other titles considering racist material. We can't change the past, but we can acknowledge it, learn from it, and move forward together. Disney said on its website, detailing the new adversary to create a tomorrow that today can only dream of. Live updates protesters for racial justice. The season 9 says resign of Splash Mountain after some cold right themed races. And we gonna get to some examples. Disney began labeling titles with a disclaimer in November 2019, but recently strengthened the message exclusively calling some depictions racist on its website. The new message appears before the title plays for several seconds in the program's description. This program includes negative depictions and slash or mistreatment of people cultures. The message reads, these stereotypes were wrong and then and are wrong now. Whether they remove this content, we want to acknowledge its harmful impact, learn from its spark conversation to create more exclusive future together. When viewing certain old Disney movies, a message appears before the title plays for several sections of the program's description. I ain't gonna click the video. Other movies that include this warning are The Jungle Book, Lady in the Tramp, and Swiss Family Robinson. Disney initial message last year was war relief. This program presented and as originally created, the message read it may contain outdated cultural depictions. Although the original move received some praise, some critics that thought the language was non-specific and dismissive. Racism in Disney movies. In Peter Pan, Native people are referred to as Redskins, a slur against Native Americans. Yeah, the NFL already have a team called the Redskins to watch the Redskins, and people don't see that's a racial slur towards against the so-called Native Americans, because the Native Americans, the original Native Americans, are dark-skinned Akipaline slash Negroes. The main characters sing a song titled "What's Make the Red Man Red." Oh, I'm not supposed to be singing this because that is a very racist song right there. Disney calls this a form of mockery and inappropriate appropriation of Native people and culture and imagery, the so-called Native Americans, because they the Mongoloids. And Dumbo, one of the codes, is named Jim Crow, the same name as the set of laws that enforce segregation. What do we do? I like the wait. Like, ooh, that was the crow that was singing that song. Or was it the Bear from Jungle Book? He is voiced by a white actor and performs a musical number that pays homage to racist minstrel shows. Oh yeah, just like when because white people used to do this too. Used to use black face to paint their face uh black and paint their lips red and start talking like a African American stereotypical, and it's not freaking normal. Disney says in the same movie, Faceless Black Workers. Yeah, I seen it when they was singing while they was shoving and stuff, and I ain't see no eyes, no nose, no mouth. Faceless black workers are so laboring to offensive lyrics like when we get our pay, we throw our money away. Yeah, and while they was shoveling and stuff, the Aristocats features a cat named Sean Gunn with stereotypical East Asian features. Ooh ha hoo fa ha hoo ha 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 whatever he was saying. So cool hey ha ha who plays the piano with chopsticks. Yeah, he was playing piano with chopsticks. Say what I had just said, and also it was a cat that looks like Shane Gone from Lady of the Chat saying, "We are Siamese, if we please." He is voiced by a white person singing in a poorly accent voice. What message are we sending to little kids at the most vulnerable age if characters are one dimensional, stereotypes, sidelined, hypersexualized, or simply not there at all, as Gina Davis, actor and gender equality advocate, in a video posted to Disney's webpage? Disney acknowledged that some communities have been erased or forgotten altogether, and we are committed to giving voice to their stories as well. The company did not further specify how it would work towards that goal. There is incredible power in seeing someone who like you on screen, David said. What children see sets the frameworks for what they believe is possible in life. Reese Oxner is a news that's entering. Oh yeah. They also forgot about a movie that is unreleased, Song of the South. When when he said telling stories and singing sippity doo dah, sippity day, oh, oh, my, what a wonderful man. Is a bluebird, and so is the truth. He also say, soup doo doo doo, how you do, whoop, 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 whoop. And you see the rap in the bed talking all jive and shit. Um, then the uh slaves, the Israelites slash Negro, the Iquipa Ebenoid people were so happy for their slave masters. So something ain't quite right about the movie. Because if they release it today, they will talk about how super racist the movie was. Because it was racist then, and it's still racist like then it is now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. can't believe it. Lucky they didn't say those whiteys in the movie. Lucky they didn't say the end with the hard ER. Mm-mm-mm. They was so freaking unmiserable. Mm-mm-mm. And also Princess and the Frog. And they depicting that the prince is Hispanic but has cocknoid features. And he's from a country and they ain't say uh what country he's from. Why didn't he have a ebony prince? Like they don't want an ebony to succeed in Disney, but if you succeed, you have to be a freaking buffoon. Like this guy in the movie Song of the South. And type in Song of the South. I'm oh Uncle Remus. You have to be like Uncle Remus. So you have to be like James Basket, aka Uncle Remus, who I have to say he was sacrificed. I don't know who sacrificed him. Heidi McDaniel, she was the freaking maid. Aunt Tabby, Glenn Leedy Toby. So he was working for the Whiteys, just like the maid. Toby and Aunt Tempe was working for them. And he had to watch over the white boy Johnny. So Johnny Lee plays the rabbit. This is why the Song of South gets bad. I'm on Google, still on Google. It says right here, I think it's a great save that the 1946 Walt Disney classic Song of the South has been banned in the US because some civil rights groups 15 years ago complained that the movie was racist and did not want it to be shown anymore. Yeah, I have to agree. Why Uncle Remus banned is also says the NAACP has requested that Disneyland dismantle the scenery from its Brass Mountain ride because it features Bear Rabbit and the other cartoon characters from Song of the South through no hint of Uncle Remus, but Disney has banned Uncle Remus because it's very racial controversial. When did Disney stop selling Song of the South? Wait, 1848. The movie came out in 1946. So, 2001, November 12th, Song of the South's 55th anniversary. Disney releases a commemorative pen featuring Song of the South. December Song of the South is withdraw worldwide sales cease. 2004. Oh, so Toby in the Song of the South passes away at the age of 68. So Toby, that's the little boy. Glenn Leedy died in 2004. So he can't die from natural causes. He had to been sacrificed. I had to probably have to say Disney's it was state. Well, Did Toby and Uncle Remus expose the racism of Disney and also the wisherals in Disney? They don't want us to know because I'll probably talk about that some other time. Did they expose? Because it's a lot of stuff about Walt Disney. Because the racism is who Walt Disney was. All right, that's who Walt Disney was. He was a freaking racist, you know. But he and James Basket, Uncle Remus, had one. Wait. Hey, I'm clicking in Joel Chandler Harris. Yeah, he could be a racist. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I have watched the movie a few years ago, and my mind, body, and spirit, I wasn't feeling it because it was kind of opposite, like the movie Roots. That was, and I know Alex Haley had stole some stuff. Is what I had watched a few years back. I think it was 2018, 2019. Yeah, it was very disapproval, and it was characters. No, not characters, characteristics on blacks. A lot of it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, $72 James Basket. So James Basket died July 9th, 1948. Martin Basket. Is is she black or white? Whoa. So no. So that is his white wife, his white ex-wife? No. So I remember he was died for complications from diabetes at the age of 44. So so July 1948, then 4 months after receiving his Oscar. That, like I just said earlier, this man been sacrificed. This, I'm telling you, they sacrificed Toby and Uncle Remus. They sacrificing. They freaking. Oh man, I can't get my words right. They sacrificing these niggas. I already know why. I already figure out why. Can't be no natural cause. And I had to look up when they start doing blood sacrifice in Hollywood. I gotta look that up to be sure. Wow. Um, I remember they did an episode. That's so Raven, and Raven and Chelsea was being interviewed to get the job, at the clothing store. Raven had nailed the interview. I don't even like Raven, and to be honest with you. And the white lady had picked Chelsea over Raven. So Raven was undercover and asked for a question about our race. And you know what she said? Because Raven the prediction came true, and the white lady has said, I don't hire black people. And Raven is a freaking mammy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she do got self-hatred. Mm-hmm. Cause she don't want to piss the elite in the masses. That's what she don't want to do, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she want to get that freaking green, which is the Monte, the root of all evil, not the root of all good. Yeah, you know? What? Did I left anything? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse had used black powder, and Minnie Mouse had also used black powder to paint their face. No, they used black powder on their face. I was my bad, not paint. And saying, I think Minnie Mouse had said, "Mammy." Donald Duck had used a racist symbolism, which is the swastika. Um, there's a whole lot. Um, the song Aladdin, it was racial. They had at some of the lyrics. Hey, it's barbaric. Hey, it's home. Uh, I and they cut up their feet. It's barbaric. Hey, it's home. I got it right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But I will see Disney downgrading the cockanoid race like that. I wonder why. But always the ebanoid, always the yellow, the browns, the reds, but never the cockanoids like that. There always be non-cockanoids. They always been a victim of this, you know, because Disney ain't the only one. It's also Warner Brothers, Paramount, what also MGM, Tom and Jerry has some racial character. So racial characters and stuff. I can't get characters right. You know, I'm going to practice. They had some racial stereotypes like the maid. Mm-hmm. I probably get into that some other time. Yeah. Um, Merry Melodies, Bugs Bunny did some racial stuff. Elmer Fudd, I think Sam, Daffy Duck, and Porky Pig. And I probably talk about that some other time. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, man. Then I probably talk about the Disney ritual some other time and stuff. Cause I gotta focus on Disney's racism and stuff. You know. Yeah, man. Um, Dang, I was thinking of a movie with Danny Glover. Hold on, I gotta type Disney's Danny Glover. Not no Donald Glover, no. It was a movie. It was with a dark skinned Ebony kid and a Cockanoid kid. Yeah. 75 years old, born in San Francisco, California. Look at. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot something. I'll be um Will Smith was in a movie. He was an Asian, turned into a bird. The princess of the fall. I gotta go back with Princess of the Fall. The princess had turned into a freaking frog. Then it was another movie with Jamie Foxx as a jazz musician, and they turn him into this thing. And I thought they learned their lesson from the movie Princess and the Frog, and they have it. So the Ebony protagonist had to turn into an animal or a non-humanoid, and they freaking wrong for that. Um, yeah, man. Wait, I thought I was gonna talk about that some other time. Oh yeah, the Italian cat, the womanizer, real stereotypical fashion. You know, maybe it's gonna be a part two of this. Mm-hmm. So, oh man, this I remember Disney and Warner Brothers was like depicting Japanese with buck teeth. That's a sign of racism subliminal right there. Just to point that out, you know. Then the Centurion, the black Centurion had to was a servant to the white Centaurs. And I remember they act that out when it was released in DVD. And it was the same thing. It was like in a stereotypical uh accelerated nose, lips, the accelerated eyes. I can add that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Did I forget anything? L- Let me know. All right. So I could do a part two. Mm-hmm. Um, Even though they were jiving and shucking, jiving and all talking jive and you know, tap dancing, all this, you know, how they do. Well, I'm out. Hashtag for the culture.